You know, the grandkids just love making sandwiches and desserts in these iron pie makers. But you know, it's a lot of fun when you're camping, but so many places now don't allow campfires because they're afraid of wildfires. So what do you do? So I'd like to show you how this panini maker and a power bank is a great addition to your camping or your power outage preps. Now, when I say I got this panini maker free, I did. I got it, it was one of the gifts at the local casino a couple years ago. But when I say free, you know, the way my luck is when I'm gambling, it probably cost me quite a bit more than it's worth. And yet, I still go back and gamble. Figure that one out. But anyway, I wanted to show you how this that my husband was using to make his, you know, specialty panini sandwiches, those squished ones, right, can be used to cook a lot of different things and doesn't use up that much power. It's under 1,000 wattage. And like I showed you in the beginning, it also makes a great substitute for that iron pie oven, right? You could make them instead in this panini maker. So I thought I'd have fun today showing you some of the things you might not have thought of that you could make in a panini maker or like a George Foreman grill. I'm only going to use items that are shelf stable, you know, don't need refrigeration. And I wanted to show that this is a great cooking appliance for power outages if you have a power bank, such as this one. So first, for breakfast, who doesn't like hash browns? I pick up this box whenever I see it at Sam's Club. It's dehydrated hash browns. All you need is some water and you have great hash browns when you cook them up. And I was going to show you how easy it is to cook these in your panini maker. So we have our hash browns here, and I'm using 2/3 of a cup hash brown. I'm going to add just a little dehydrated onions because I love onions in my hash browns. Then you pour in an equal amount hot water. I did just a little extra because of the dehydrated onions. Now we're going to mix them up, cover them, and then wait 12 minutes. Now, if you don't have hot water, you know, it's an emergency, you can use regular room temperature water. It'll just take longer to rehydrate them. Okay, time's up. Let's take our top off. Looking good. Just want to get it off any excess water. We're going to put a little salt on it. And mix in just a little olive oil. Just about a capful. We're going to mix this up. I love how this power bank is so easy to use. You just press the power button and it's on. And then whatever you want to power. You know, here's the AC switch. Now you can see it's on. And you can easily see how much power you have left. I'm a very visual person, so I really like this type of display. You have 10 ports on this, which is really nice. You have 3 AC ports, 4 USB, one of which is the fast charge, which is great for my cell phone, 2 DC 12-volt poles, and of course one, it calls it in the manual the cigar port, but this is kind of like the port that you have in your car, your cigarette lighter port. So 10 ports all together. On here, it is lit up now. So I just want to preheat this a little. About medium. So we're going to wait until that right there is green. Be back. And we're just going to kind of dump this. Ooh, you hear that sizzle? Spread them out a bit. Okay. control. We'll check on them after 5 minutes. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. Let's peek. Oh, it's getting brown, but not brown enough. We'll leave it for another 3 minutes. Let's see what happens. I think we're gonna call it. Now we'll dish it up. Okay, I always have to have a lot of salt on mine. Let's get a little bite here. Mmm. Can you hear that crunch? Mm-hmm. Oh, these are absolutely delicious, especially with the addition of that onion. You know, I think I might always make hash browns this way in the future. It was so quick and fast, and they were so nice and crispy, the way I like them. And of course, you could make waffles for breakfast. You know, they're not going to have the grid, they're going to have the bars in them. All you need is some pancake mix. This is great mix. It only needs water, and you have wonderful tasting pancakes or waffles. So it's very shelf stable. And I have a video if you're interested in all the marvelous things you can make with this. It's amazing what you can make with pancake mix. Now you can also make great bacon, of course, on your panini maker. But of course, bacon isn't really shelf stable unless you have the Yoder's canned bacon, which is pretty expensive, or in my case, I can my own bacon. Now, how about a nice hot sandwich, but one that isn't squished in your panini maker? Well, you might say, hey, we're looking at shelf stable. I don't have any bread. Well, let me show you how easy it is to make flatbread. Flatbread is great because it doesn't need yeast, and you can add, rosemary or onion or garlic, anything you want to change the taste. It is really just so easy to make. Let me show you. Here we have 2 cups all-purpose flour, and in here we have 1.5 teaspoons baking powder and 1 teaspoon salt. We're going to mix that together. And then you can add 1 teaspoon sugar, or in my case, a teaspoon of maple syrup. Either one will be fine. And now we're going to put most of this water, so 3/4 cup. Let's mix it in and then kind of see how it goes, okay? Now we want to mix this in. And that water was 3/4 cup cold water. Yeah, we're going to need a little more of that water. Okay, now it's mixing up. You know what? I think we can use the rest of the 3/4 cup. Now remember, you can't take water away, so add it gradually. Yeah, that's looking like it. Okay, I'm going to finish mixing this up, and then we're going to put it on our floured surface. And you don't have to knead it for a long time, just get it the way you want it. Start feeling. Okay, that's pretty good. So we need a shelf-stable meat, so of course I'm going to use Spam. This is the low sodium Spam. But if you're not worried about shelf-stable, you can also grill hamburgers on this, chicken, even thinner steaks, thinner pork chops. All of them can be grilled very easily on your panini maker. And of course, if you're camping and you're lucky enough to catch fish, you can also make them on your panini maker. Now we have some Spam, right? Shelf-stable meat. We're gonna put it on our handy dandy Spam cutter. There we go. And voila, we'll have all of our slices. There we go. All nice and sliced up. I really like this. Okay, the green light's on. Whoa. So we're now going to take just some oil and on our bread. Just carefully. There we go. Now we're going to put this right on our, hear that sizzle? And then while it's on there, I'm going to oil the other side. Because we'll be putting this on for about 3 minutes and then flipping it once it starts bubbling. And I'm going to put on, So while things are cooking, let me tell you a little bit more about this. On a full charge, you could run a blender for 2 hours, margarita time, or electric grill like this Panini for 50 minutes. You could charge your camera for 50 times, your phone for up to 100 charges, your TV for 13 hours, a coffee maker for 88 minutes, a pressure cooker, you know, like an Instant Pot, 50 minutes, a light for 76 hours, and your laptop for 8 charges, or if you're on a CPAP, very important to have a backup battery, this will run it for 17 hours. I love how it has 6 built-in intelligent protection in the battery management system itself. So it has overcharge protection, over current protection, over voltage protection, short circuit protection, over discharge protection, and temperature control. I mean, how great is that? You're never going to fry something that you're plugging into this. 3 minutes are up and it's puffing way up. We're going to flip it over now. Oh, see that? Nice. Okay, let's do the same for our, oh, look at those nice grill marks. Okay, another 3 minutes or so. Be back. Okay, our 3 minutes is up. Here's the sandwich. See on the other side? Yep, nice and fluffy, completely cooked through. Come on, doesn't that look good? And you can put on whatever condiments you like. I just like it plain. But it's up to you. It's up to you how much Spam you want. But doesn't that look good? Okay, let's get a nice big bite here. Mmm. 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 Mm. This is so good. The bread takes away a little bit of the richness of the Spam. But I mean, for a shelf pantry meal and how quick, darn good. Now, having sweets is a great morale booster, especially during a power outage. So, can we make cookies using shelf-stable ingredients? Let's see. So you have this, peanut butter Pillsbury, or of course you can make it from scratch. But you don't have any butter because butter's not shelf stable. But you know what? You can always use butter tasting Crisco. And this is shelf stable. If you open it, I believe it keeps for about 6 months. Okay, so we put 5 tablespoons in there. Now, you need one thing that you might argue with me and going, that's not shelf stable, that's an egg. But, well, I have my own flock. So, and these keep right on my kitchen shelf for quite a while. So for me, these are shelf stable. If you don't have an egg, you might have to use a freeze-dried egg instead. Oops, there we go. Okay, so we're just mixing it up. I'll be back when I've got it all mixed up. have this on medium. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to cut this down to parchment paper. And then put our little balls of cookie on here. Might be too big a ball. Gotta leave room because these are going to spread. Okay, let's try this. Let's see how it goes. And we're going to put another layer of parchment on top. And then don't force it closed. Let's see what we got here. It's been 10 minutes. Oh yeah, I'd say done. Here they are. Now, of course, I could have put something in between so it doesn't close all the way and smush them, but I think this is kind of neat. Let's see what's hot yet. Do a taste test. So warm. So satisfying. So instead of making them completely flat, I made them like this, and they look more like peanut butter cookies, and they taste delicious. So for everything we've made, we've used less than half the battery. The other thing I like about it is it's got two really sturdy handles, and I can easily pick it up and carry it. It weighs maybe about 13 pounds. But you know, some generators, they're not really, well, for me anyway, very portable. This one fits the bill. So if you're interested in purchasing an OKMO G1000 power bank, or power station as it's called, I have a link down below. I think these run for a little over $700, which actually is good for a 1000 wattage power bank. Now they also have a 2000 wattage if you require more wattage for the things that you're using. Now, if you're interested in more great panini recipes, I encourage you to go to paninihappy.com. I have a link down below. They have a lot of marvelous, marvelous recipes that you can try on your panini maker. I hope in the near future to get a solar panel so I can use the power of the sun to charge my OKMO G1000. I think that is a great prep to have. So, hope you like this video. I hope you found it informative. Have a little fun with your panini maker, and maybe think about buying an OKMO G1000. I'd like to thank the company for sending me this to try it out. We've been having so much fun, and my husband keeps wanting me to steal it. He wants to put it in his truck. He's all excited about it. So, as always, please comment below. Do you have a power station? If so, what wattage? And what do you power on it when you go camping or when you have a power outage? Let me know down below. As always, please subscribe and share the knowledge.